Okay, once you're done pinning and cutting out your puppet, you should have something that looks like this. You should have 2 body pieces. Okay. Your next step is to cut out the mouth. Okay, so for the duck it would be the beak, for the frog it would be the eyes, and for the monkey it'd be the cheeks, and so on. So I'm going to cut out this part, and I'll have a piece like this. I'm going to take my other piece of felt that I brought, the other color. I'm going to pin it on, and then I'm going to cut that out. So it'll look like this in the end. Okay, then I'm going to go to my sewing machine. I'm going to take one of my body pieces. Okay, a problem that I have a lot of students do is that they'll take both body pieces, okay, and then they'll pin the mouth on to both body pieces, and then they'll sew this on. Okay, now the problem is if you do that, when you try and stick your hand in your puppet when you're finished, it's gonna get stuck right here because you will have sewn through both pieces of fabric. Okay, so please don't make that mistake. What you want to do is take one of the body pieces and put it in your tote tray. Just put it away. Okay, then I'm going to pin my mouth onto my puppet. So I'm just going to do that for you, and you guys should already know how to pin because I taught you. Okay, if you do have problems pinning though, come up to me. I'd be more than happy to help you. But remember, when you pin, you poke through the fabric, okay, one side, and then you want to come back out that same side. Okay, so I'm just going to pin it in 2 places just so that it doesn't move while I sew. Now I'm going to start sewing. Okay, make sure your machine is all the way threaded. Okay, and then we're going to put our nose up underneath the presser foot. I'm going to drop the presser foot. I want to sew as close to the edge as I can. So a couple of things I can do. I can either, just leave the needle where it's at, or I can push this button here and it'll move the needle. Okay, as I push it, it'll move the needle over so it sews as close to the edge as I can get. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Now, as you learned before, whenever you start and stop, you always need to back stitch. So I'm going to go forward 3 to 5 stitches. Both of my threads are to the back of the machine. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop, reverse. Okay, go back to where I started, stop, and then I'm going to continue. Now, I can leave the needles in as long as I don't sew over them. If I get close to sewing over them, I need to stop. Now another thing is when I get to this corner, I need to pivot. So make sure the needle's down in the fabric. I can raise the presser foot, rotate my fabric, lower it, and sew again. I need to do the same thing here. Okay. Or I can push the button, which is this one that leaves my needle in the fabric whenever I stop. I'm going to go all the way around and back stitch when I get to the end.